Drake. The name alone sends a ripple through the music industry. A global superstar, a cultural icon, and a man who revolutionized the music business. But here's something many people don't realize. Drake isn't just changing the music game, he's rewriting the rules of fashion too. OVO, October's very own, Drake's fashion brand, started as a side project. Yet today, it's become a massive global empire. But how did Drake go from dropping bars on his albums to dropping million-dollar collections on the runway? And more importantly, how did he turn OVO into a brand that's now a cultural symbol, with serious street credibility? The story behind OVO's rise is not just about music and clothes. It's about ambition, controversy, and an insane level of branding genius. From a simple idea that blended music, fashion, and luxury, Drake created a fashion brand that now competes with the best in the industry. But as with every success story, there's more to it than meets the eye. Let's dive into how Drake took OVO from a mere passion project to one of the most controversial and influential fashion empires of the 21st century. The beginning, from music to merchandise. It all started in 2008, during the early days of Drake's career. Drake wasn't yet the chart-topping, Grammy-winning global phenomenon we know today. He was still hustling, figuring out how to make his mark in the game. At the time, Drake was fresh off his So Far Gone mixtape, which had already started to turn heads in the music world. But something else was bubbling beneath the surface. In 2008, Drake co-founded OVO, a brand that was as much about identity as it was about fashion. Drake didn't just want to be a rapper, he wanted to be everything. A mogul, a brand. OVO started as an apparel line that spoke to the culture, simple, clean, and luxe streetwear with a sense of exclusivity. OVO wasn't your average clothing brand. It was about positioning Drake as a cultural leader. The brand carried the essence of Drake's music, smooth, laid back, yet stylish. And over the years, it evolved into something that represented the intersection of music, fashion, and lifestyle. But OVO wasn't just about clothes. It was also about curating a lifestyle. And Drake had perfected the art of blending music with high-end fashion. Through OVO, Drake gave his fans a way to wear his world, a world that was cool, effortless, and effortlessly cool. The rise, when music meets luxury. As Drake's music career skyrocketed, so did OVO's presence in the fashion world. The fashion line began to expand its horizons, dropping limited edition collections that featured the iconic OVO owl logo. Exclusivity became the key to OVO's success. Every piece felt like a status symbol, hard to get, but impossible to ignore. Here's where things get juicy. OVO didn't just stay in its lane, it started pushing boundaries. Drake's collaborations with luxury brands turned heads. His partnership with Jordan Brand was nothing short of revolutionary. When Drake first released his OVO X Jordan sneakers in 2013, the collaboration was seen as a seismic shift in the streetwear world. For the first time, a rapper wasn't just pushing his own clothing line. He was influencing high-fashion streetwear culture in a massive way. The OVO Jordans were a smash hit, and they were just the beginning. But as with every success story, there was drama lurking in the background. OVO's rise wasn't without controversy. And it didn't take long for people to start questioning Drake's authenticity in the fashion world. Critics accused him of being more of a marketer than a designer. Could he really claim to be an innovator? Or was he just using his fame to sell stuff? The narrative started to shift. Was Drake a true fashion visionary? Or was he playing the game like any other celebrity with a logo? The controversies. Musician or mogul? One of the most glaring controversies surrounding OVO is the blurred line between music and branding. Is Drake really a fashion mogul? Or is OVO just another example of a celebrity capitalizing on their fame? Many saw it as just another way for Drake to extend his empire. But that's where the brilliance of OVO lies. Drake isn't just selling clothing, he's selling a lifestyle, a world he's created for his fans to immerse themselves in. Whether that's authentic or not is open for debate, but there's no denying the cultural weight OVO carries. Then there's the whole issue of exclusivity that Drake has marketed so expertly. OVO is not meant for everyone, and that's what makes it so desirable. The brand has remained notoriously exclusive, with only select people getting access to its drops. The rich and famous wear OVO, and fans fight tooth and nail to grab anything that's released. The brand's limited edition releases and collaborations have sparked bidding wars, with OVO apparel often selling for hundreds, sometimes thousands, of dollars on resale platforms. This elitist approach has led some to criticize the brand for being too out of touch with the people who helped Drake get to where he is. Is OVO really a reflection of the people who support Drake, or is it a vehicle to cater to the ultra-wealthy? Some argue that OVO's cool factor has become a symbol of capitalism, rather than a true reflection of streetwear culture. But let's be real, this exclusivity is part of what makes the brand so iconic. The power of collaborations. OVO X Everyone. When Drake dropped his OVO X Louis Vuitton collaboration in 2020, it wasn't just about the clothes, it was about sending a message. The OVO brand had transcended music, fashion, and culture. It had become a global force, working with top luxury brands and high-end designers. But of course, every collaboration comes with its own controversy. The Louis Vuitton partnership, for example, raised some serious eyebrows. Was Drake just using his influence to co-sign high fashion brands, or was he actually shaping the future of streetwear? Some critics argued that OVO's ventures into luxury goods were ironic. A brand that once symbolized urban culture, now catering to the super rich. The question was, did OVO lose its soul in the process? Despite this, Drake continued to build OVO's reputation as a high-end streetwear brand that had the power to influence entire industries. Collaborations with brands like Nike, Canada Goose, and even Apple proved that OVO wasn't just a side project. It was a brand that was shaping global culture. The OVO cult, streetwear, hip-hop, and the power of branding. At the core of OVO's success is something that can't be overlooked: Drake's ability to brand himself. He didn't just create a fashion line, he created a cult-like following. The OVO owl is more than just a logo, it's a symbol of status. To wear OVO is to be part of Drake's world, a world where the rules of hip-hop, fashion, and luxury collide. Drake's influence is so strong that OVO has become a cultural symbol. People aren't just wearing the clothes, they're buying into a dream. A dream that says, I'm part of something bigger. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just someone who likes the aesthetic, OVO represents something that is both aspirational and exclusive. But here's the catch. Is that exclusivity turning into elitism? Drake has been accused of distancing himself from the very audience that helped him rise to fame. OVO's increasing price tags and high-end collaborations have raised questions about whether the brand has truly stayed connected to its roots or if it's lost touch with the people who made it so successful in the first place. Has OVO become too cool for its own good? The legacy of OVO. Is it more than just a fashion brand? OVO's rise from a simple music-related apparel line to a multi-million-dollar luxury brand is a testament to Drake's business acumen, his understanding of culture, and his ability to transcend the traditional boundaries of music and fashion. But the real question remains, what is OVO's legacy going to be? Is it a true game-changer in the world of fashion? Or is it just another example of a celebrity capitalizing on their fame? As Drake's empire continues to expand, OVO will likely evolve. Whether it remains a symbol of luxury or becomes something even bigger is yet to be seen. But one thing's for sure, Drake has created something far more than just a fashion brand. OVO is a movement, a lifestyle, and an empire built on branding genius and the power of influence. Whether you love it or hate it, OVO is here to stay, and Drake's hold over fashion is undeniable. In the end, maybe that's what OVO is all about. More than just clothes, it's about the brand behind them. It's about the story Drake has created, and the empire that continues to grow. So, love it or loathe it, OVO is one of the most influential fashion brands of the 21st century, and Drake is the mastermind behind it all.